What's up guys, this is Astranox. I'm going to be doing Golem 11 with Alencia and Carmen Rose and Tamarinne. It's going to be a 3-man setup. I'll replace Carmen Rose with Fire Kent just to show you a different comp as well. We're going to have a Phantasma in there, so we can, 3-manning Hunts 11 is a big deal because you're getting a bunch of experience and you can, max level your fodder, so it's much easier to to make some 6-star heroes as you are farming gear and gold and crafting materials. So let me show the gear real quick here. We're gonna start off with Alencia and I'll talk about why I use this setup. So she is on counter and health sets, and I feel like that's very good for PVE. The constant counter attacks with triggering skill 1, allowing you to have a higher uptime on the defense buff is very good. And this skill, this passive, like having this thing to +4, getting 50% chance to trigger Mind's Eye, having a higher uptime on that, allowing you to, trample after using skill 1, which doesn't work with a counter. It doesn't work with a dual attack. That would be so good. She would be OP, man, if it worked. But anyway, she's still very good, can be used in multiple areas of the game. I love that hero. She's a bruiser. I love bruisers. So yeah, I'll showcase her here in Golem 11. That's her stats. I opted for speed boots. And you could go for 55% effectiveness in PvE, which is definitely the amount that you want. If you want to land debuffs, right? If you want to dispel with her. But you could also rely on Mind's Eye, especially in Golem, since there's a lot of AoE damage coming your way. This could trigger... we'll see how it goes. But yeah, you can rely on this 30% effectiveness boost, which cannot be dispelled. It only lasts 1 turn. So you would have to test it out. So you could just roll with 25% effectiveness and rely on that. So yeah, the speed boots, man, it's definitely helpful. It allows you to have a higher uptime on the defense buff. It allows you to just deal more damage overall in PvE. And in PvP, it will let you, maybe cut in, or if you go before your damage dealers with like dispelling. And if they have defense buff or some absorb shield, stuff like that, it's definitely very helpful. Daydream Joker to increase her damage output. Let's show the other heroes that I'm going to be using. So Carmen Rose, easy to obtain, 3-star hero. Skill ups with Stigma and Catalyst only. Her stats, I'm using her for Golem 11 exclusively, and the lifesteal set is actually helping my Soul Weaver, because she's able to kind of sustain herself with her skill 1 plus the lifesteal. Daydream Joker on her, dealing more damage. So her stats are definitely not high, and that's just the Abyss, the second lifesteal set, nothing crazy at all. And yeah, skill ups are maxed. And let's show Tamarinne. You can definitely use, Akatis. I used Akatis for a long time, but I don't even have skill ups on Tamarinne. I don't even have skill ups, so it's all good. And to be honest, like, I could have way more speed on her. I just threw a bunch of gear on her. I've been taking gear from her for a while now and just putting like, yeah, it's definitely not my best gear. So nothing insane there. So let's just check Fire Can real quick. I actually stole his boots, his speed boost to drop on Alencia. But that's going to be the stat that he has for this video. Triple HP sets. He's at +15 skill ups. Yeah, triple HP set, that is quite insane. I would prefer him on speed boots, but let's just have him run this for the video, because yeah. Okay, so Draco's Plate instead of Daydream Joker. It's a decent artifact, could have gotten that from the side story. So let's go in there. Let's do some Golem 11. And if you haven't seen my other videos showcasing her, I brought her in as Arahakan. I brought her in Banshee 11. This is my Banshee, one of my Banshee group. I tried Seaside instead of Champion Zerato. And Seaside, Alencia, and Angelic Montmorancy is what I use for as Arahakan as well. So that's the group. Let's start it off here. Stick her in the front line so she can actually get targeted by the wave 1. Wave 2, of course, it's just constant AoE attacks from the Golem. The fact that she can dispel is big because that allows you to remove the defense buff off of the Golem, the attack buff off of the Golem, allowing you to take less damage. The fact that she brings defense buff is also huge. Now, Carmen Rose is definitely not the best option here. It makes it so Alencia is not helping the team that much because Carmen Rose actually has a self-defense and attack buff already in her kit. So it's going to be better when I bring like Fire Ken, but he's harder to obtain. That's the thing. You know, Akatis instead of Tamarinne, Carmen Rose with she could be that your 3-man. Alencia, Carmen Rose, Akatis. That's it. That's your team. Yeah, Fire Ken. I was using Fire Ken, Akatis, and Carmen Rose for so long since the Europe server got released. This is my 3rd account, over 7 months of progress only, and doing really good. Can farm all hunts. Progression very good, doing really great in PvP. And Alencia, like defense down, the constant defense downs is gonna allow you to deal more damage, so that's good. And I mean, we'll see how much damage she can actually dish out at the end of this run, but Carmen Rose does a lot of damage though. We need some defense down to be applied on the Golem. I would say that defense down is the debuff that just like, it's pretty game changing. If you're bringing bruisers in there, it's definitely going to help you more than if you have an attack buff, because they scale off of their max health more than attack. So now Carmen Rose is, yeah, it's okay. We're getting healed. We're getting healed here. Tamarinne doesn't even have skill ups. Her gears, I mean, she's not that fast. As long as Carmen Rose is, well, not stunned. As long as she's not stunned, as long as she has her defense buff, it's all good. Wow, again, that is definitely unlucky. That is definitely unlucky there. So, yeah, Carmen Rose can dispel as well with her skill 3. So, Alencia does lose some strength there. Now, there's the attack buff. You see, she can, Carmen Rose can lifesteal. The skill 1 into skill 2 trample. This hits so hard. If we could have defense down to stick, my god. Yeah, it's only a 1-turn cooldown when you auto. If you are, you know, there it is, trample. Look at the damage. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, it works with Daydream Joker as well. Skill 1 and skill 2, both of them are gonna trigger Daydream Joker. Defense down trigger like helps Daydream Joker, roughly doubles the damage output, and your crit chance, crit damage, all works with Daydream Joker. It's definitely great. Definitely great. Here we go. The attack buff, please go away. There we go. You see, like, it was helpful. It was helpful. She can be definitely brought in different groups in multiple areas of the game. Love those types of heroes. Great for free-to-play players because you can just pool your resources into that hero. You can slap some good gear, and it's definitely a smart investment. So that's run 1. Let's see the breakdown on this here. Oh, she did some respectable damage considering her crit damage is not so high. If I had more crit damage, if I traded some of the health that she has, let's say, for more crit damage, then she'd probably output some more. Yeah, and on a counter set, that's some free extra damage that you're able to deal, so keep that in mind. Now let's bring Fire Cannon here. He's slow though. He's slow, but it's okay. Actually, he should be on this side. And to give the, it's okay. We'll leave Alencia in the front line. Whatever. The small HP boost that he's gonna give her, anyways. I prefer to have her in the front line just because there are some counter attacks that could happen on wave 1, just for this video, right? So Mind's Eye is here, and also, yeah, you do get Mind's Eye. But you want Mind's Eye and then use skill 1 when you get Mind's Eye and use skill 3. You still get the effectiveness boost though, 30%, and effect resistance boost, so there's no loss really. So 2 heroes that can apply defense down. Very good. And I mean, Fire Can is, yeah, he's fire. So when you are at elemental advantage, you're getting a free 15% crit chance buff. So you only need to gear for 85% crit chance. For artifacts that you can use on Alencia, I mean, Alencinox's rat, that artifact that is paired with her in her banner, that could give you an easy 30% crit chance at plus 15, up to 40% crit chance when it's fully limit broken at plus 30. You can rely upon that crit chance and just build her with let's say 70% crit chance if you got the artifact at plus 15. So it frees up a lot of stats. Of course, you will not get the crit chance instantly. You have to you need heroes and enemies to go to finish their turn 20 times to build the crit chance fully. But on a long battle, especially here, you carry the buff between the waves and the abyss and raise. It's very easy to stack and keep, so you can definitely rely on the crit chance buff. But Daydream Joker in PVE is so good, and if you're gonna build her with 100% crit chance or 85 versus ice heroes enemies, then yeah, you can stack a bunch of crit damage, have enough effectiveness for her to land defense down. Fire Can, you have to keep that in mind. Fire Can and Carmen Rose were the one being triggered into the dual attack of Tamarinne. So yeah, Alencia is not getting brought with the Tamarinne's dual attack, so you have to keep that in mind. Considering the amount of damage she dealt in the previous run, that was pretty solid. And that was a trample right there, lowering her S3 cooldown by 1 turn. But yeah, we're going to have a higher uptime on the defense, down debuff, which I love. Here, hopefully we can remove this attack buff from the Golem. Even if we don't, it's okay. I mean, she's very tanky, and pretty much the rest of the group. It's okay, because we have the defense buff at least. At least we have that. Look at the damage taken. It's nothing crazy, right? The Golem has attack buff, so she can survive much easier, and she doesn't need to be babysat by like your healer. So you don't have to bring a healer that has some crazy healing output, and you don't need some crazy amount of speed on your healer. Even if they get disabled, they get stunned, silenced, whatever, your bruiser will be able to stay alive. So that's huge, and bruisers can be built in so many different ways. It can be, you could be using your leftover gear, some weird gear with different weird stats, that you wouldn't use on most of your heroes. Bruisers are great for these pieces. Yeah, man, the Fire Can, that hit hard, and he has HP percentage main stat boots instead of the speed boots that are on Alencia. So that thing definitely did a lot of damage. Okay, yeah, Fire Can, he's plus 15, guys. He's plus 15. My Alencia, give her a chance. Give her a chance. And Can is fire element, and she's earth. So there's that. And Tamarinne was dual attacking with Fire Can. So there's that as well to consider. So I'll be I show my gear already. So I did show my gear. So hopefully this helps you guys. If there's some stuff you want me to cover, I want to cover her in since I already did Asmanic Hunt, I already did Banshee 11, I did some arena. I will do more arena. I will do more world arena RTA in the future. I will do a Guild Wars, and I want to do a Hell Raid. I want to do some Abyss floors as well, test her out there. Daydream Joker, man, is so good. And I want to test her out with different setups. You can definitely build her with speed set. Speed set would work out beautifully, since counter and dual attacks does not trigger trample, and allowing you to go more often, allowing you to have a higher uptime on the defense buff for your team, and higher uptime on the defense down debuff, more dispels going the enemy's way. I feel like speed could be the optimal set for PvP, and well, for PvE, I don't know, those counter attacks are super cool, especially when you slap her in the front line. I definitely like that. So different ways to build her. Counter hit would be good, counter crit, counter health, whatever, as long as you can have a 2-set piece going that you need the stats for, then you can go that route. So anyways, that's going to be it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm Astranox. Like, comment, and subscribe for more. Press the bell icon for to be notified whenever I release a new video, and check out my other videos. It should be showing up on the screen now. Playlist of all sorts. I got some, for early games to mid-game players, I got best starter guides with tips for fast progression, so check that out. A lot of good info in there. Also, I got Arena PvP, Guild War PvP, World Arena. I got guides, tips, and how-tos. I got Abyss Floor 62 plus, over 500 Epic 7 videos for you guys, so check my channel if you still haven't checked it out. I got not only this video, definitely not, and I'm gonna cover Alencia through and through. So good luck with all you do. That's really it for this one. Peace out for now.